really big conference win. That's 2 straight for y'all, and of course a tie in the conference opener. But just overall thoughts about how your team's performance tonight.
Yeah, I told the team a little bit of mixed emotions. I don't think we played very well in the first half, but the good news was we turned it around. We came back. We played a really good second half. I think Troy had a good tactical approach to the game. They had a really good game plan, created lots of opportunities. I think we were fortunate to shut them out. And once again, Brooklyn had to come up with a big save at the end to secure the lead. We got the goal we needed, so we'll take the 3 points.
Yeah, what was the biggest adjustment going from the first half to the second half?
Well, they were playing in a 3-6-1, so they really clogged up the midfield, and that, I think that's one of our strengths is to play in the midfield, but it ended up being so many kids in there that we weren't able to change the point, do kind of what we wanted to do. We weren't having a lot of success on the flanks, so we switched into a 4-3-3. I think that made a difference. We got our outside backs in, wingers up high. We figured they would have to adjust to a back four, so I think we pressed a little better in the second half and locked them in, but still, we knew they were dangerous on counters, and they created opportunities from that. So I think we did a good job kind of stifling that.
We saw speed play a pretty big role throughout the entire game, especially on the Bobcat side of the field. They were constantly beating Troy for the ball. Do you think that definitely played a factor in today's victory?
Yeah, we kind of have to adjust depending on our opponent, their style, and we felt that we needed more speed, so we kind of went with, I don't know if you noticed the lineup, but we put 3 of our fastest players like up top. Like Lila didn't play in the first half, but she's fast and we needed her on the wing, so I think she did a really good job out there, so we had to make that adjustment.
Could you talk us a little bit through the thought process in terms of like the substitutions, because there were moving pieces throughout the entire game. What was kind of the thought process on that?
Well, they were winning the aerial battle in the midfield throughout the first half, so as you probably noticed, Victoria Mays is really, really good in the air. We had her at outside back, so we put her in at holding mid, and I think that kind of changed a little bit of the game in there. And so we felt like we were secure enough on the flanks. We just had to kind of deal with number 9. She caused us some problems, but I think we did a good job kind of dealing with their pace, and then we got a little bit of an aerial presence in the midfield, so that was kind of the adjustment.
Hey Coach, with Richards in the for Troy over there in the goalie, she had a reigning Sun Belt Player of the Week. How was the approach going? You were very aggressive on the whole side that night tonight. She had amazing saves, but what was the way just to get into that one shot to get that goal for you to get the lead right now?
Yeah, I mean, what a great strike by Vic, kind of near post and high, and it was going to take something special to beat her. I mean, she tipped one over in the first half. That was a really good save. And a lot of the shots we hit like right to her, I think Maggie hit a couple like right to her, and she's always going to make those saves, so we kind of had to test her. But it's a great goal by Vic to get the victory for us.
And y'all been playing aggressive all year this year, having at least one goal in the whole every single game this year. Yeah. What's been the approach, and what are you telling the girls to play and how to play this year on the pitch?
I think we have a pretty good attack, and we play a little differently depending on our opponent. Are they going to play 4 in the back, 3 in the back? Are they going to drop in? Are they going to be a little more aggressive? So, we played a little more. We tried to play a little more direct in the second half. You probably couldn't tell. We asked our team to, but ironically, we actually were better at keeping the ball. But sometimes you just need to kind of win space and territory and get the ball in behind them and cause some problems. If you got a team that's not real good at breaking pressure with their backs, then sometimes it's just a matter of putting pressure on them and getting the ball behind them. So we tried a few different things. It always depends on the opponent.
And overall, I feel like when you're looking at the field, Helen seems to always be on the ball. Just can you talk a little bit about her play and how she's just grown as a player here at Texas State?
Yeah, I mean, she's a very good player. She's usually requires at least two of their players. She's dynamic. You see her on the ball. She can do like crafty stuff, and I think she needs to be a little better, right, with connecting her passes. I think there's the good thing about Helen is there's more to her game than I think what we saw tonight, and she knows that. But she's a special player, and she usually they usually double team her and sometimes triple team her. So
Brooklyn had that really big save down there in the second half. Just talk about like just her presence there, defending the net and just being able to keep Troy off the board.
Yeah, she's been solid. I mean, that's 2 shutouts in a row, and she's answers the call when she's been called upon, and then. When we played Georgia Southern, they had a golden opportunity in the last minute of the game, and she made the save to preserve the shutout. So she's done everything we've asked of her. She's done a great job, especially as a first year as a freshman.
Yeah. Now going into Saturday, another big matchup against Georgia State. How do y'all just continue the momentum y'all built, especially through these first 3 conference games?
Yeah, I think we've done a pretty good job at taking it one game at a time. This is a good week because we don't play till Saturday. Usually it's Thursday, so we can rest and recover tomorrow, and then get 2-3 quality training sessions in before Saturday. So we have a lot to work on still as we progress through the season. So I think it'll be nice to kind of have that long break before we play again.
Well, congratulations on getting another big conference win. What does it mean to to return home and just continue the momentum y'all built up on the road?
It feels really good, honestly. Just, I mean, like Stu said, we have 5 home games left, and this was one of them. So honestly, I think it felt really good to, have a first win on our home turf, and more to come, hopefully. So, yeah, what she said.
Y'all kind of had y'all struggles in the first half, but what were the adjustments y'all made at halftime to be able to kind of put Troy away in the second?
Well, just play a little bit more direct, more quickly, move the ball around them, just trying to go as directly as we can to go from the goal to the goal, and well, get as many balls and as many shots as we can in the box and in the frame.
For you, Victoria, what helps you be able to? You got set up really nicely there. It was just like perfect placement to you. What about the chemistry on this team helps create opportunities like that?
Well, I mean, we train every day together, so we kind of know who player, crosses better, who player is gonna see you and she's gonna give you a good ball, or what player is gonna do something different. Maybe she's gonna cut it or all the stuff. I just move depending on that.
And what was going through your head when you were able to see that pass and be able to kind of put the ball in the back of the net?
I just know Helen always sees me when I'm in the box. So I'm just trying to be as free as I can. And they were all shifting this way because the ball looked kind of like over. But it dropped right on me. I just chested it. It bounced away from them. Just hit her inside.
And then on defense, y'all were able to kind of, keep the shutout. How defensively, how are y'all able to kind of keep Troy off the scoreboard?
Well, just keeping on their half, trying to cut all the counters, shut them down, not letting play in our half, and just being as physical in their half as we can.
And Brooklyn, you had a really massive save there in the second half. Just what was going through your head as it was basically, especially in that one-on-one situation?
Honestly, I kind of read her. I knew she was going to go to the back post, so I was like, all right, I just need to save this, and then we'll hopefully be okay. So, I mean, I just went for it, and I think that's all you can really do. So.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back shutouts for you. Just I wasn't mean to be able to, keep those opposing teams off the scoreboard.
It feels really good. I mean, we have such a solid back line, great leaders. I mean, you have, returners that are just amazing back there, and it just feels really good knowing that I have a really awesome support system back there. So.
And now y'all are back home Saturday against Georgia State. How do y'all just continue the momentum y'all built up, especially with this 2-game winning streak y'all are on?
Well, we're just gonna work hard all this week and prepare the game as good as we can, make the corrections we need from these last 2 games that we just had, and try to make a better team, get more together between each other, and just trying to get that championship.
Gonna have them said that already?